Hi guys, how's it going? Sorry I've not been around for a while. I know it's been nearly a month since I posted a video. It's good news though. We got a puppy recently, and for the joys of having a puppy, she does take up an awful lot of our time. So unfortunately I've not been able to get anything published and posted for a while. However, it was probably a good time for this because September is a big month for dividends. So I've got quite a list of dividends that I've received that I'd like to go through, let you all see what I've got. But for now, let's have a quick look over the portfolio itself, see where we're at, see what gains we've made, see what losses I've made. I'm going to run through the 3 pies that I've got just so you can see what I've got, what I'm doing with it and what I intend to do with it in the future. And going forward now, my dividend reinvestment portfolio is going to have regular investments made into it. The initial £1,000 that I put in before, it's not doing enough for the amount of shares that I'm holding, and with my intention to buy just a couple more before the end of the year just to bulk out the portfolio a bit more, I need to have regular money coming into it. But for now, let's jump across and we'll see what we've got. So just have a look at the 3 pies that I've got at the moment. 2 of them have actually got money invested in them. I know in the previous video I did mention which ones they were and what I was doing. So if we just go through them one at a time, and then I can say what I'm holding, why I'm holding it, and what the sort of reinvestment strategy is with all 3 of them. So we start with the US Tech Fund. This kind of does what it says on the tin. US Tech Fund with the holdings of Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, MasterCard, Alphabet, Google, AMD, Walmart, PayPal and Square. This pie was set up initially with £500, and every month reinvest £200 into it, distributed across all of them with the projections of this. If I invest over 10 years, £24,000, I'm looking to generate £424,500 in 10 years time, which is great. And currently it says I'm ahead of where we're at, so bonus. Have a quick look at the UK Growth Fund. These are just companies that I either like or have done research on, all based in the UK, just to see if, like in the US, there's a lot of growth stocks. Just trying to see if there's something over in the UK that may or may not be doable. This isn't a final version. There are a couple of these companies that are going to come back out. Jet2 being one of them. I thought it'd be a good thing to invest in, but after speaking to a couple of people, it's not something I want to keep, so that's going to be leaving. Everything else is probably going to stay for the time being. I'm quite happy with most of it. They're all varying different companies, do a lot of different things, all worth having a look at. We've got Computer Center, Keyword Studios, Highland Gold Mining, Team 17, YouGov, Digital Group, GB Group, Boohoo and Clipper Logistics. Like I said, all doing fairly different things. It should be quite diversified portfolio. I think with it being very speculative, I'm going to start with probably £250 initially, and I'm just going to have it at £50 a month investing into this just to see what sort of growth we get out of it. This is an entirely speculative investment. I don't necessarily anticipate of making a lot on this. I just want to see what will happen. I could lose it all, but that's something I'm happy and I'm going to stick with and see what happens. And then we've got the one you all came here for, the dividend reinvestment portfolio. Not a lot's changed since the last video. We have had a few dividends paid, which I'll cover in a minute. Everything else is as it was in the last video. Just a quick rundown of what we've got. We've got Rio at 9%, even though it's at 8%, because we've got a little loss down at the minute. Medtronic up 14%, can't complain. AT&T down 12%. Raytheon Technologies is there or thereabouts even. Games Workshop is up nearly 20%, which is great. 3M up 10%. And then we've got Coca-Cola, Royal Dutch Shell, Aviva, Lloyds, DCC and GlaxoSmithKline all down, some of them by 20-25%. It's not great, but again, this is dividend reinvestment. I don't mind short-term losses for long-term gains, so I'm not too worried about most of these. The only 2 or 3 I'd be concerned about is Lloyds and Royal Dutch Shell and potentially Aviva, but they did pay a dividend, so I'm not too concerned about them right now. I know we've got a few in the green: PepsiCo, Seagate, AMD. Obviously it's a growth stock rather than the dividend stock. That will be leaving the portfolio sort of by the end of this year, beginning of next year, once all dividend stocks have been purchased. AbbVie was a new addition, that's down a smidge. Nvidia, again, one of the growth stocks that will be leaving. Persimmon up slightly. I can see house building going up slightly more. There's talk of 95% mortgages, which for house building is a good thing. For everything else it might not be, but that's a different video. Sage Group's down marginally, and Square up massively. Again, it's a growth stock, but 64% gain since I bought them. It's great, can't complain. And most of these further down were again new additions from last time. Phoenix Group, Pembeamer, British Tobacco and Store Capital all down, up to 8% down. It's not so bad. And then one OK down at the bottom, 1% gain. It's totally fine. So before, when I set this up, I didn't actually have a plan for investing in this constantly all the time, but I am going to set up Auto Invest, which is going to invest £200 a month into this pie as well. So I'm going to have £200 a month going into this pie, £200 a month going into my tech fund, and £50 going into my UK growth, which £250 a month should be achievable for me. I'm going to see how it goes initially, and if I need to change it I will, but hopefully I can stick to it as it's going like that. So now we've seen that, let's have a look at what dividends were actually paid. And there was one paid, well, it was paid yesterday, distributed on the 24th September, but we had Medtronic pay a dividend, I've had GlaxoSmithKline pay a dividend, Seagate pay a dividend, Pepsi pay a dividend, Aviva paid a dividend, Nvidia paid a dividend. Obviously, I mean, that'll be leaving, so it's not too much of an issue. We've got Games Workshop, Royal Dutch Shell and Rio Tinto. They've all paid in September, so it's a good amount of dividends that were paid. If we just have a look at the overview of the pie, we've totally gained £8.55 in dividends since I set this up, so it's not a lot, but £8.55 for essentially doing nothing isn't much to complain about. And currently, from those previous dividends that were paid, I've got £5.60 that I've gained, and that's just in September. So this was just a quick little, recap video of where I'm at, and I'm hoping to get some more videos posted now, and hopefully with the puppy getting used to being on her own a bit more, I can focus on and get some more videos and get some better content out for everyone. So if you did like this video or you like puppies, click that like button, it's greatly appreciated. And if you do like some of this content that's here, please just leave a comment below, just let me know what you like, what you didn't like, if there's anything that I've missed or any questions you have you want me to go over. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It helps share the channel around with other people, lets them see what I'm producing, and hopefully if you like it, other people will too. But please remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a stockbroker, so anything you do choose to invest in, please make sure you do your own research. I am just a guy posting videos on YouTube, so please don't necessarily take what I say for gospel. Do your own research, and if you are happy to invest, that's great. Please drop in the comments below what you're investing in, and maybe I'll do it too. So yeah, until next time, remember, learn, invest, success.